Hello, hello, hello! Guess today's theme. Hint. We are gonna use the general theme of a teapot to look at your general energies. Just a little bit. Your general energies for the first week of January. I do like to use a semblance of a structure because that's just how I am. But rest assured, the energy that needs to pop in will pop in regardless of what position or how I lay my cards on the table. It's just that for me, I like to have a structure. As always, we're gonna have the Barbiery Zodiac in the middle. Main deck today, I received this just before New Year from Temu. The Mystic Gypsy Tarot. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to be using this. Secondary clarifying deck will be the Gourmet Tarot. Main oracle will be the Unspoken Truth. And potentially the second one, Deep Dive Oracle cards. This might be more emotionally themed. We will see. We will see how things will roll. It's basically inspired by this super cute graphic that I found on Pinterest. I will try to include it here. And that's the source of my inspiration for this Stirring the Teacup energy check-in for January, the first week of January 2026. Let's see how things are shaking up for you guys. And I will zoom in for you to have a snapshot opportunity at the cards of today. Here we go. And I will see you in 2 seconds. Hello, hello, Cancerian. Cancerians, plural. How is it? Whoa, that was fast. Cancers, be very freaking happy at this moment. You are blissful, chillaxos, enjoying the good stuff in life. So I guess I don't even need to ask how you're doing. Oh, someone got lucky in love. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. Kylie Minogue, if you wonder. If you're not already, you will strike a beautiful soulmate energy, higher level commitment with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. If you are already blessed, you have a resurgence in that emotional, fulfilling thing, which could be that Nine of Cups. You are feeling so blissful, and because it's like you feel it. Interesting. Eight of Wands, that. So there is a change in communication. Maybe faster paced communication, maybe slowing down communication. But either way, you either already have this beautiful connection in your life and communication will change to maybe more solid or just like a little variation on it. If it's not already in your life, it's coming your way and it will bring you good luck. Good luck again with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely you are being blessed. So I'm happy for you guys. And the Magician. You have been either manifesting this or are manifesting this at the moment. It's coming your way. Be patient if it's not already there. It's on the way. Trust the process, as they say. But if you're already happy, I would assume that it's like already in some capacity in your life. King of Pentacles. You are very much secure, stable, confident, at ease, like comfortable with your finances, with your resources. You could be a provider or you're just very much the master of your craft. If you have a small business, things are coming in, clients are coming in, money is coming in. You are very stable. Which no wonder that you have the Nine of Cups. Being stable is guaranteed to have like the ease of mind and just enjoying the good stuff in life. Those were the off-the-record messages apparently, so I'm gonna... Ooh, interesting. Your intuition will pop off. Something will come off the left field, but you will already have a sense of precognition and have a sense of things will shake up. You already know. And it might come from a lovey-dovey love interest or just a beautiful gesture that... So let's say you were thinking about somebody and that somebody is doing something very nice for you. That's this card, the Knight of Cups. And maybe you haven't talked to them in a hot minute, but you kind of feel, you just randomly thought of them and boom, there they are at your door, inviting over for like a homemade dinner date or just a present or something meaningful that they did expressively for you, and that will fill your cup ninefold to the brim, just being very, very happy. Oof, 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 oof. We have a Two of Swords and Two of Wands. So you are coming out of a heartbreak and you are making a decision. Maybe it's time to leave whoever, whatever caused that heartbreak in the past. Move on, close that chapter again with the Death card, change, and just, you know, leave things that are hurt in the past and embrace the new opportunities that are coming your way. And we have the Tower again and the Three of Wands. So you're definitely expecting something shocking to pop off. So what's for my Cancerians? Boom. The dish, the cup, the handle, the rim, and the teaspoon. Stirring, stirring, stirring the tea. Oh, that's beautiful. Gemini was the one that just did prior to your sign, and they also had the strength in this exact position here. So if you have a strong Gemini placement, maybe you will find some interesting in that read. Another repeating card, and you have the Two of Wands again, which was in the off the record or pre-message. So then, let's see what up with my Cancerians. The dish, what supports you? Your strength, your resilience, your patience, your tenderness, your ability to tame the beast, and to juggle this beautiful energy of being tender and patient and caring, your inner resilience, your inner strength, your inner balancing of when to show determination and strength and a bit of force, and how to balance that with when you need to be really calm and gentle and patient. And by force, I mean when you need to put your foot down and assert your authority, have your boundaries respected. I was thinking of my pets. So I have 3 dogs, and sometimes I need to be a little bit more stern with them, still gentle, but still have my authority respected. Give me a second, please. So then, as I was saying, the gentleness of your resilience, the strength of your patience, it's the duality of how strength can be both tender, loving, nourishing, but also when you need to put your foot down and have your authority respected in some situations. Oh yeah, my pets. Sometimes I need to scold them a little because they are being little pests, but never in a forced, brute way. So, what is supporting my Cancerians at this time? What is this about? Oh, the Emperor, and I'm gonna take this one because it's sort of out-ish. Oh, 9 of Cups and the Emperor. You are definitely very freaking happy, very satisfied, very content, and you are in charge. You are the one who is laying you're the authority figure, which so shedding a light on the strength of the Two of Pentacles, you know how to masterfully balance directives and orders, or how to delegate things to the right people, all the while harnessing the best potential of everybody on deck to have the best possible outcomes. And it might be a lot on your plate with the Two of Pentacles, having to juggle all of that, but you are being a master at it, and that is bringing inward satisfaction and happiness and contentment, because you are now trusting your ability to delegate and rule and discharge tasks to the right people. But it also brings outwardly, or satisfaction coming from the outside sources, because everybody is working in cohesion, in a nice team. Everybody is being valued for what they bring, and so they recognize you as the right person in charge to direct them, and everything is like just this harmonious thing, that it's a fluid motion. And look at how, again, serene and masterful she is, balancing those two coins. You are so comfortably in charge that your source of happiness, of self-fulfillment, is coming from both within you and from the outside of you, because you are doing this in a masterful way. I cannot cease to repeat or emphasize all this energy that is like so prevalent in your core base at this time, which is beautiful. Round of applause for my Cancerians. Also, as a Cancer, being a water sign, being very emotional, it's no wonder that you are very much mastering the strength and resilience and patience in taming the beast, taming the challenges, the more difficult situations in your life, because you're coming from a place of governing your emotions and dispatching emotions and things in a way that is gentle, nurturing, understanding, without having to be brash or forceful or just domineering. Because the Emperor can be a little domineering at times, but with the strength you are toning it down, and with the 9 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, you're definitely balancing when to be stern and when to be more listening and more caring, more empathetic in the situation. The Cup, what fills you? What fills you is a sense of an ending, or you have already ended something, but it's a peaceful ending, it's a quiet ending, it's an ending that calms you, that suits you. It's an ending of a cycle that very much was needed, and you are taking a rest after it. It was, and whatever the situation was for you, it was very much weary and demanding and left you exhausted, left you tired, but you are still very much resilient. Look at her face. She is very much silently, like the Strength card, very much standing her ground, defending whatever this thing is. But now my question is, do you need, if you haven't yet, do you need to end whatever you are guarding that is taxing you emotionally and energetically? Or are you asked to let go of something, to end the cycle and finally take a rest, take a breather, and just allow things to finish? You have been a valiant soldier for long enough. It's time to let go, put this thing in the past, let it rest, because you need to rest. You are tired, and showing resilience and patience and just, it's good, but when you are stubbornly guarding something that is no longer serving you, you need to acknowledge that its time has reached, the shelf life is expired, and you need to just gently let it go and take a time to rest after this end of a cycle. So what is filling my Cancerians at this time? What is this Nine of Wands about? And we have the Page of Pentacles. So very much curiosity, but very much hands-on curiosity. Think of a tinker, or think of Tinkerbell. Oh, something has flipped here. Queen of Pentacles. Ah, interesting, interesting. So here we have a progression from a page to a queen. So if, sorry for my dog. If you give yourself the chance and the strength to let something end, you will gain the experience of going from a page to a queen, meaning you will no longer be tinkering uselessly and trying to fix a toaster. You will just know how to pardon the interruption. So as I was saying, if you let go of something, and if you allow something to reach its natural conclusion with the Ten of Swords, no longer defending something, you go from a Page of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles. And going back to my toaster analogy, you are no longer uselessly tinkering and defending faulty product or your lack of knowledge, because you're obtusely and stubbornly wanting to defend your small skill assets that you have gained with the page. And you are moving into the territory of, okay, I was wrong. This is a faulty product and I can do better, and I can maybe this time put more money in a more reputable brand, so that you are not fighting useless fights in trying to repair something that was never of quality in the first place. That maturity and that acceptance is the Ten of Swords. You are letting go of having to defend something that is not worth your time, your energy in being defended or being attempted to be repaired. And I have no idea where this toaster analogy came from, so I hope your toaster is okay. This is literally just like when I'm channeling, I'm literally just like letting whatever idea pop to mind have its space in my head. So I hope your toaster is okay. I had to replace mine last month, just before Christmas. The handle, something that you can hold on to in this process of letting go something. Six of Wands is good news and recognition. Oh, the Lovers. So now this is shaping to be an interesting storyline here for you guys. You do have the acknowledgement and the acclaim and the support of a significant other, higher level soulmate. And I am not restricting this to a romantic relationship. It can be family, a friend, colleague, boss, whoever, but someone who is deeply loving you in some capacity. Can be like grandparents too, who are acknowledging and validating your resilience, your patience, your skillful balancing of your resources and your time, and you are acknowledging that you are trying your darnest to defend something that needs to be ended. So hold on to this person that is so deeply loving and caring for you. It can be a partner, can be family, can be a friend, who is just here to encourage you, to validate you, to gratification pop to mind, like to gratify that when you actually finally let go of this thing that you were defending for the sake of defending it, you will reach stability and success and victory. But that closure and that ending needs to be processed and needs to be done by you at your pace, when you will be at peace with it. But don't linger too much in that Nine of Wands energy. It's not something you want to fight useless battles or defend useless grounds for the sake of being stubborn and just defending it. And know that Nine of Swords, especially if it's causing you stress and worry and anxiety, you definitely need to let go of that thing. If it's a relationship that you need to let go of because it's causing you stress, you will get acclaim, validation, and just good news overall after you are done exiting and defending something that is long overdue its welcome in your life. And when you let go, you have an Ace of Pentacles. You have new financial bliss coming your way that you can share the bounty of with that significant partner if they are a solid, grounded rock in your life. Or alternatively, if that's the thing that you need to leave, although this is something to hold on to, it's definitely a partner that will encourage you, that will support you, that will see you and help you end this thing that you are defending, so that you are allowing new opportunities into your life. The Rim. Be cautious of not going overboard. Four of Pentacles is a sense of holding on, potentially keeping things secret for the time being, not just, over explaining yourself. And we have a recurring Emperor. So you are holding on to your stability, your rulership, I'm tempted to say, the way that you are dispensing authority, which is already acclaimed in your base structure, the base of your read. Going back to your Emperor here, the Emperor is your base, the Emperor is your crown. You are literally, and just put this more like that. Yeah, so you are definitely in charge, in control, you are wise, you have the resources, you have the emotional empathy to know how to, and you have the fire to conquer. But be cautious of not going overboard, in the sense of not overdoing it, of not wearing yourself thin, and of not falling into toxic rulership with the Emperor twice on the board. You need to have a little sense of hold back, holding some things in. Do not over delegate, because that is how you lose control of situations. You need to stand your ground on that front. But also, if a task or if a position is useless, don't be afraid of ending it. Be empathetic, be courteous about it, but don't be afraid to end things which are causing you conflict or stress and anxiety and taking more of you than what should be taken, or how much you are allowing to be given to those situations. You also want to focus on this Ace of Pentacles, but for this to pop into your lap or fall into your lap, you need to end something. And with the wisdom and the discernment of the Emperor and the Strength card, you have the power, the knowledge, and the empathy and the diplomacy of doing it the right way. You want to hold on to things just up until their serving time is. It's like, as much as you love strawberry yogurt, you can't hold on to strawberry yogurt for years. It has an expiry date for a reason. And yes, there's debate that some things are, the shelf life in store is just an indicator, but some things you really need to get rid of past a certain time, even after the expiry date. Okay, maybe a couple of days, weeks, but eventually you will need to get rid of it in order, because it's like literally toxic, or it will cause you more harm than good. So hold on up until a certain point, up until it's valid, it's fulfilling and serving its purpose. No, not beyond that. You might also want to hold on to your resources, or if you're working on a new project, you don't want to spill the tea to everybody the second that you have the idea of. So what is the Four of Pentacles about? And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow growth, stability, holding on to something that you have that you need time to invest into it to see the fruitful ending of it. But it's going to be like a slow process, a practical approach, very dependable, very reliable, but also very studied, very meticulous, hence why it's so slow, because the Knight of Pentacles is very much wanting to analyze the road ahead of him, to see every little pebble so that the horse is not stepping on something that might hurt him and thus halt the progress even more. So you are very intentful, very purposeful in how you proceed forward, having the clarity and the foresight of the Emperor, but holding on to be too domineering and too dashing forward, and be very cautious in how you proceed, so that you see beyond and through the illusions and the veils of shiny things with the Seven of Cups, so that you are not accidentally stepping off a cliff, or not going on a bridge that is not as secure because you didn't have the proper time to assess the strength of the bridge between point A and point B. You want to tread cautiously to see all the options that you have, and which option is a secure, stable option, and which is a faulty, illusory, charming, sparkles and dust in your face option. The teaspoon, stirring. What are we stirring, Cancerians? We are stirring a choice with the Two of Wands. And here she's like, almost like having plans in her hands. So what are your plans? What are you plotting? Ooh, be cautious of those plans. With the Ten of Wands, it's excess. It's too much. It's burning the candle by both ends. You need to be also very cautious of not jumping from a 2 to a 10. You don't want to overburden yourself by the choices that you are making. Going back to the Seven of Cups, be very cautious. Take time, analyze, discern. If you already have those 10 of Wands, you need to drop some. You need to go down from a 10 to a 2. You need to have a clear vision. Especially having the Emperor twice on the table, you need to have a very clear, distinct, discerning set of options on how you want to proceed forward to gain maximum momentum and maximum return on investment. If you need to take a rest, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, you need to stop something before the universe will force you to stop and take a breather. So be advised, drop the load. It's not worth it. Well, that was a bit too much. And I do apologize for the background noise. My dogs are having a beef with the neighbor dogs in the orchard. So what is the Tower about for my Cancerians, please? The Magician. You can manifest the ideal outcome and avoid the Tower if you put your mind into it. As above, so below. Meaning what is in your head can be translated into your hand, and literally look at the card. Artists have an idea, an inspiration, something clear, well, more or less clearly in their head, and so that's above, in the head, in the thoughts, in the abstract ethereal realm, that they manifest onto paper, into sculpture, into 3D art or virtual, whatever sort of art they are doing, which is now the below the 3D, the concrete stuff. So you are able to manifest the dismantlement of this weak foundational tower and moving to a 10 to a 2, but you need to put your focus on it before it's too late, before the universe takes away all your 10 wands and decides to end major cycles or end cycles that are over their shelf life with the 10 of swords below that was here. Do it before the universe does it for you, because it will be cataclysmic, or just like the more you linger into things that are not serving you, the more you hold on obtusely and stubbornly into things because they bring some compelling emotional fulfillment to you, but they're not serving you, or they're taxing your energy with the 9 of Wands, the universe will get rid of that for you because it's no longer serving you and you are being very stubborn in keeping it. So before it happens, do it yourself. Trust, it will be less painful. For my Cancerians, what is the unspoken truth for the Cancers? And we have trust your gut, it's rarely wrong. Your gut is literally cash data. When you were a baby, when you were a toddler, when you were a child, when last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, you had experienced things. Your subconscious recorded that stuff, like just record, like what I'm going to say is, like, you have an internal recording mechanism in your subconscious, and the thing that is ruling your subconscious, like, put rec, and so you record every little thing, and then it's stored in a box somewhere, and your intuition is the librarian also that is now going in the back catalog, pulling that drawer in. Because so they said that in that tone, that means this, because that was the consequence 10 years ago, or last week, or last month, or whatever. That's your intuition. And it's rarely wrong because you have internalized outside sources in outcomes that affected you, impacted you in positive or negative ways. That's why your gut will nag at you when something is off or when something is right. And thus, that is why you can trust it. So, something for Cancers, please. Cancer. Oh, I saw. So, I was saying, you have unknown path. Accept uncertainty and welcome unexpected adventures with courage. Uncharted journey. So this could be a little bit the tower, but the tower is usually endings, but just like the unexpected aspect of it. And if you can avoid, so in the sense that you are now transforming the unexpected, brutal ending of something into the unknown path of the Fool, of a new leap, of a new adventure, you are mastering and manifesting the transformation from something unpredictable that will shake your foundations into something that you willingly want to step into. Unified flames. Connections with others amplify your light and lead to greater achievements. Mutual support. That's basically the Lover's card. Here we go. So you definitely have a very strong connection in your life that is helping you manifest things in a beautiful, harmonious, fulfilling, stable way that can bring this new opportunity, this ace, to a potential 10 if you make the right decisions, if you open your heart and your intuition, if you tread carefully, if you take the advantages, and if you keep being this beautiful emperor energy that you are, utilizing and harnessing your inner strength, courage, and resilience to see you on the right path going forward. So, my dearest Cancerians, I do apologize for all the disruptions. Living in rural Romania has its charms, sarcastically, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you don't mind, subscribe, like, comment. I'm trying to grow my channel, and your subscription is literally free $99. I might not even pop in your feed, but it helps the algorithm notice me a little bit more. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ciao, ciao. Peace out.